Being with a sex or porn addict in bed. Where are the red flags? Let's talk about it. I'm going to save the best one for the end, so make sure you stay to the end. And that's for a positive change. Now, I am not a doctor, so I am not going to be able to give medically accurate information here. I'm going to do the best I can. Dry spells and ED are two places you're going to have to talk to a physician about, because there could be a lot of complications with that. It doesn't always mean that they are a sex and porn addict, but it can be a red flag that something's not right, especially if the person is having a hard time being honest with you and transparent, and there's a lot of shame in the situation. Please get a physician's opinion on that. They do say that men sometimes experience about 4 dry spells in their lifetime, and ED can be a thing. But sex and porn addicts also, this can be a symptom. Sex and porn addicts struggle with ED sometimes as young as 20 years old, y'all, because they are self-pleasuring too much. There's also this expectation with porn that I can perform several times in a day, and that's actually not always possible. That sometimes is the only teacher men have had, so they have that expectation that I can self-pleasure, I can have maybe time with my affair partner, and then I can come home to my actual partner. And there's often a lot of guilt and shame by the time they even get to you sometimes. Actually, a lot of women experience a partner that doesn't want to be intimate with them at all because they're getting all their quote-unquote needs met elsewhere. And by the time they are with their partner, there's a lot of shame involved. That could be a dry spell, ED, etc., or just completely withdrawing from their partner. The other sign and symptom is a lot of grapey things being done to you in the bedroom, to the point where you feel violated, or, this isn't right. I don't enjoy this. This isn't pleasurable. This is not fun for me. This is just really, really weird. It feels more like an act than an actual connection with your partner. And a lot of times it's rough. And I'm not talking about like assertiveness in the bedroom or being dominant. I'm talking about like actually physically hurting you in the bedroom. And that's not safe, and that's not okay. There's a lack of intimacy in the bedroom, a lack of talking, a lack of foreplay, that those things usually don't exist. And women need that a lot in order to be pleasured in the bedroom. So excessive wanting to talk about other women, wanting obviously to watch porn with you in the bedroom, etc. So those are some red flags of being with a sex and porn addict. Green flags, a lot of things changed after I saw green flags in our relationship. So, and again, I'm going to save the best for last. So number 1 was probably our love languages coming into the bedroom. I had no idea that intimacy could actually start at the beginning of your day. And a lot of this required me communicating things that I needed or wanted, and a lot of things he needed and wanted. So things like touching each other, hugging each other, holding hands, kissing passionately, looking at each other's eyes, doing acts of service for each other. Like he brings me a cup of coffee, I bring him dinner. Sometimes I cook or bake. I really enjoy baking. Be just little cards or sending text messages that are fun and flirty during the day. Quality time, planning dates. Ladies, you can plan dates too, and it's a lot of fun to plan your own date with him, and doing things that he enjoys, not just things you enjoy, but then also including him in the things you do enjoy, and vice versa, him planning dates. Quality time is super important for intimacy in your relationship. Little gifts, little things that oh, this was thoughtful, thank you so much. Physical touch, men love physical touch, obviously, but it could be just stroking their hair, giving them a back rub, or, kissing them, little things like that. Cuddling on the couch. Those are all ways that you can practice intimacy in your relationship. Now, things that I saw change in the bedroom were eye contact, a lot more touching, but in an intimate way and more of a gentle way. That was actually really surprising to me, and just how much I enjoyed that. And then, of course, here's the best part, was aftercare. Oh my gosh, was aftercare a game changer. Just laying on his chest while he strokes me and having a conversation, looking in each other's eyes and kissing passionately afterwards. That used to never, ever happen. It used to be just rolling over in bed and looking on our phones or watching TV and just not connecting at all afterwards. And sometimes even arguing afterwards. That happened a lot. So the fact that we're just intimate and cuddling with each other, what a game changer that has been. So you can look up other ways for aftercare But that was a huge game changer. And before that, my partner was super avoidant after connection in bed because he didn't want connection. Like, that was the whole point of having sex for him, was to detach and basically release and not connect with me. And so that was a really big game changer afterwards. So I hope you found that all helpful. Let me know your thoughts below.